How have you handled loneliness during this time of social distancing?
I've mostly just been feeling it. I think one thing that is definitely reassuring is that I'm not alone. We're not alone.
Feels like things turn upside down because I feel like depression.
I try keep in contact with people, but it's not easy. It's really tough. I have Zoom calls that I'm involved in. I have video calls with different people. I find the video calls hard because oftentimes hearing people don't understand sign language. So most of the time it is text. But I do try my best to explain that process and explain how I need to communicate as well. Because sign language is my first language, and so that's really important for me.
I like to spend time talking to my friends about personal lives and what's going on about COVID-19.
My best friend who's in overseas, we've been sending each other snail mail and some parcels.
You should talk to them what's in your circle, especially your parents.
I've been doing Comic Do every week. Comic Do is a sort of platform. It's in like a school kind of like classroom setting where you get to do all these fun activities.
What changed the most is that we play a lot of video games with our friends. There's this app or website, you can use it either way. It's called Discord. So a lot of gamers have it on as a background to talk to people while you're playing video games together on Steam.
Going to a park where I know a lot of dogs congregate and just like watching them brings me a lot of joy.
The first time I lived by myself, I learned to be my own best friend. So sometimes if your friends are busy or if the person that you're doing is busy, you have to learn to depend on yourself. So sometimes I knit, or sometimes I go for a walk, or I do my art.
I'm also really fortunate in that I have a lot of interests in my life that don't really require other people. I love to read. Most of the sports that I like doing are things like running, which I can do by myself.
I usually like to eat my lunch in front of the TV, so I have some favorite TV shows. I always help in the background.
Life is dealing with things that you were not given choice to. A lot of the times to move forward and keep yourself afloat, I feel that you need something bigger than just your everyday life. You need things to motivate yourself. I try to take some time out to think about things like things that I can feel thankful for, what kind of things that I would like to work on, how do I make best use of this time. So learn skills and revisiting old hobbies and stuff like that. We'll get through this. Let's be strong.